Hello, garbage disposal tubers, and welcome back to Let's Clean Up XCOM Apocalypse with me, BlueAnkylo. So, yeah, we've got some cleanup missions to do today. We're gonna definitely do them all in a row until we've cleaned out all the infestation. In the future, depending on how monotonous this gets and how, like I was saying at the end of the last episode, I'm just gonna save Scum to prevent this, and I will generally try to prevent it from getting out of control, rather than clean up after it's got out of control. But I was thinking, like, I might off-camera some of this, depending, not today, but in the future. If it's just the same aliens we've already seen a dozen times, like by the time we get to like episode 20 or something, I feel like at that point you'll kind of know how to handle them. Like, you'll have seen me handle the same group, and it's just mostly the same thing over and over again. Like, even this map, although it is procedurally generated, it's the same general buildings and structures. So, we'll see. I'm not 100% decided on how I'm going to run that kind of stuff yet. But, if I really have to do, like, 10 missions all in a row, all with, like... Sometimes they're really silly. There's not even, like, a whole lot of aliens. There's just, a sectopod, or not one anthropod, and maybe a multi-worm or something. And those can take up a lot of time for basically no action at all. And it's not that great. Alright, so this time... Now, last time we were on this map, 2 of our precious soldiers got brain sucked. Let's try not to have a repeat today. We're just going to progress with 2 squads for now, keeping lots of time units while we get a bead on where the aliens are. Relatively quick end turn for the aliens, so maybe there's not too many of them. I don't know. I don't like to read into the bar too much. I'm assuming it's probably not that big of a map, but we'll see. I don't really like these grassy pyramid maps. Like, I think these are some of the ones I hate the most. They're not the worst. They're not as bad as the castles in the slums, but these ones I just find, because there's a lot of vertical heights around, it's difficult to see anything. You spend a lot of time just wandering around. Okay, let's try to clear out this side of the map, just in case. Alright, we didn't see anything that way. Just making sure we got lots of shots left if we get attacked. If there are brain suckers out there, I want lots of tries to shoot them before they kill us. PTSD from traumatic brain suckers. Alright. And we can't see very far because it's this dumb hill. Like 2 more steps. Alright. And then people just wander around in a circle. That helps. That helps! Wait. Not select the whole group? I'm not sure if there's even a way in on that side, to be honest. Oh, I see. There's like a building on top of this hill. It's like a floating something or other. Actually, I don't think I've seen this map before. Well, hopefully somewhere over here is the actual way in. Those are just civilians. Alright, alright. Please don't eat my soldiers' faces off. If you go too slow, like I'm sure I've mentioned, the aliens do escape, so you can't just camp out in the corner. You've got to go relatively aggressive and find them. Spend more time watching civilians move around. Alright, so that's not a door. This is like a path up. Surprise! Anthropods! That's a disruptor. Alright, don't worry about it. Blanket, this is your time to shine. This is actually a really good ambush for us, given how powerful machine guns are. No problem. Okay, looks like they probably both had disruptors. And that's the edge of the map right there. Alright, so that's not it, but that was a good start. I should send someone over here. A squad of 2 is pretty small. Yeah, they both had disruptors, no problem. Well, I'm pretty sure that earns you a promotion there to our brave rookie. Alright, well, there's nothing on that side of the hill. So yeah, that was really good. Good job, Blanket. And then Sotraz is like back up. Alright, you guys down here. Mostly just keep a watch. Keep lots of time units ready. Just in case. Alright. Squad 1, off to a good start. Squad 2, you gotta find yourselves some tangos. I'm gonna check this corner, but I'm probably gonna, if that's a door, that's probably the way into the base or whatever this place is. And I bet you that's where the enemies are. So I'm gonna split up 3 people to keep an eye on that. And then 3 people check this corner out just in case. Seems fair. That was an alien movement. So up here somewhere, I don't even know. Oh, I don't even know. Somewhere up in one of the buildings. Wasn't one of the clicky doors, it was one of the slidey mechanical doors. So I don't even know how to get up there just yet. What would happen if we just said go there? You would have no idea. There's nothing there. Okay. That's fine. Okay, so there is a way back there. We'll check that out next turn, maybe. I'm getting the feeling that we're going to have to go in here and then up and then explore the inside of a building. Because this is a huge map, like vertically speaking. And we're still on the ground floor. Okay, we're going to have these 3 approach from this side. I don't think there's going to be any way in there either, but we're just going to make sure there's nothing hiding over here, basically. Oops, no, no, no. Well, I didn't waste too many. Too many time units were wasted. Alright. Yeah, I don't think... These are just supports. Now, it's possible there might be a way in there, but... I bet you the only way up is through... this door. Because I can see pretty much everything else. Alright, well, let's, gee whiz. I mean, there's probably nothing behind this door to kill us, but let's set up for it just in case. Oh, there's a staircase back there. Oh, how do we get line of sight back there? Alright, change of plans. This is more the direction I heard the aliens moving, so that's what I'm gonna expect. Like, I think we must have seen through like one of the windows or something the alien move and open the door. Alright, well, this is gonna be a bit weird. This might take a while. But other than just being really hectic, I don't know how to do this safely and in a good amount of time. This is the kind of stuff that in the future I might consider trying to cut out if I can. Alright, we can get in this way. Oh! Okay, multi-worm, or, yeah, no, hyperworm, that's what those are called. And a brain sucker! Alright! Lucky you, King Sarius. We're gonna get a little bit closer. We're gonna hope that this is only the 2 of them. Come on. Come on. Alright, good. And these things aren't particularly tough either. Except... How did it hit him? He's 2 tiles away, isn't he? I thought he had to be adjacent to attack. There's a space in between them. Well, King Serious, maybe you'll live, maybe you'll die. It's not looking great for him, but I'm not done yet. Leroy finds... There's like 2 of them, though. That wasn't really what I meant to do, but that's fine. But I bet you there's more worms around. Well, King Serious took a little bit of damage. Not too bad. Should have switched to auto shot there. All right, well, maybe we'll end the battle a little bit quicker by doing some of this. I still want to check this door out, but I bet you there's nothing here. Oh, look, just a little generator room. And yes, I saw that red dot as they were traveling on back there. But I don't know what we saw or where. What am I looking at? Oh, right there. Sometimes line of sight is just so good. That may have been what bit King Serious even from behind. Possible. Well, I have bad news for one of the civilians. That civilian there. The civilian survived! And that is our first kill for Sir Danny the Merciful, who is not merciful to aliens. Or at least, he better not be. That's not what we pay him for. Alright, well, we killed 2 hyperworms and a brain sucker. Or, yeah, 2 hyperworms. Alright, let's see if that's it. Well, no, there had to be at least 1 more alien. Ah, the civilian died. That's not a huge surprise. Now, really, guys, don't kill this thing right now. It would be really, really bad if you suddenly got extra accurate and killed this thing on the enemy's turn. That's a lot of worms. I didn't hear them attacking anybody. Alright, that was the end of the alien turn. Woo. Those worms are terrible. I honestly didn't expect the aliens to be that close. I thought we were going to have to go hunt them down inside this building, but apparently they were coming to us. So it was a bit of a surprise. Alright, so we got 3 things. One, two, 3. Well, the most pressing concern, of course, is the multi-worms, or the hyperworms. So I know you'll take a little bit of explosive damage, but seriously, these guys need to die now. Alright, I got one of them. And that got the other. Alright. Yeah, at least explosive damage, as long as you're wearing armor, doesn't hit too much. Alright, now on the assumption that this is the last enemy, which is a bit of an assumption. I think we're getting some hits in here. It's hard to say. Okay, yeah. We're definitely getting some good hits in there. It was hard to tell whether or not King Serious was getting a lot of direct hits, but he definitely was, so that was great. And then I'm actually going to use a slightly more accurate shot here because I would really like to kill all of those worms right now. Right now? That might be it. Alright, who's up? Pixel! Oh, it's your turn again. Good luck. Oh, what'd we see? I couldn't see it. That is a worm through a window, I think. Well, that's nothing too scary. Come on, I gotta send you to the target practice. I probably should have crouched him first. Okay. Looks like... Oops, that's not what I want to press. Our best chance here might be Sir Danny, the Merciful. Not that this is a rush. I would just, while I can see it, I would like to try to kill it. Alright, duck. Actually, with explosive rounds, this guy's almost for sure gonna die. Almost. Got it. Alright, is that it? Game not over. There may be another actual multi-worm out there. Alright, well, we're gonna need some more reinforcements up here. And then old Squad 1, I did not forget about. They're just too far away to really help out right now. And they'll probably run out of fatigue just trying to get in there. That's okay. Alright, well, enter. Dun dun dun. More worms! Sorry, Pixel. Well, that worm died. Took a couple bites. See how Pixel's doing after that. Luckily, with armor, you can take a couple... The trouble with hyperworms isn't so much how much damage they do. Per hit, it's not so bad. But they get so many time units they can attack over and over and over, and that's where it adds up. Alright, well, we're definitely going to have some people that are going to need some recovery after all this. Spitter. Wonder if we actually have a line of fire there. Sure, give it a shot. Of course not. Well, I mean, I'll try to keep the people who have taken damage in the back. I would expect I need to move over at least one more to be on a good line of sight. Alright, let's do this. I don't know why that doesn't have line of fire, but... Wait, stop! Alright, just give yourself some basic cover. Sorry about that! I should not have opened that door, actually. There you go, you're fine, Soul Reaver. Don't worry about it. Oh, that was actually a wall. Or maybe a glass window or something. Look, I don't know what's going on. I don't know this map. I've said it before. I don't know this map. How am I supposed to handle this? Luckily, one spitter shouldn't be too much trouble, assuming that's all there is. And the reinforcements actually aren't too far away. Alright, well, get you some reaction shots depending on what happens. Oh, you actually, sorry about that. Forgot to heal you. Sorry, King Sarius. All those worm bites, they're nasty. There you go. Don't bleed out. Nobody else is bleeding, right? Should be okay. Alright. Ah, he's panicked. This is probably the last enemy. That is one, well, maybe not the last, but he's getting pretty close. That is one thing that's very nice, is once most of the aliens are dead, if you had to kill like 10 out of 11 enemies or something to get there, the last one or two will almost always panic. Assuming they have any kind of brains at all. Worms won't panic. Alright. Oh, it's because it's... I see. He's actually hovering. So he's on one of the teleporter or the elevator pads floating in midair. It's actually kind of a weird spot. Let's try not to blow up too much more for no reason. Ah, you know what? This would be the perfect one to try to stun, actually. Change of plan. There you go. Game not over, though. Alright. Well, let's just regroup. Be smart about things. I don't know where else we'll have to look inside this place. I don't know this map at all. So we'll just take up positions in the lobby and see if anything comes down to greet us. The people who are wounded will stay back for now. Yeah, we got 2 wounded. Got 4 ready to go, and then backup squad's almost there. Don't worry. Well, one thing you could worry about is the fact that there's, like, no stamina left at all, but, at least we got more shots coming. Sounds like more multi-worms to me. We did see a solo multi-worm on that side, so maybe he's got a couple friends that just haven't worked their way out yet. Hyperworms, that's the word. Oh, he woke up. That is not allowed. Go to sleep. Stay asleep. I suppose there would be a way... If we just stand there, he can't wake up. Not that that's necessarily a safe spot. Actually, you know what? I want to see... More important than a panicking spitter is there anything up here to deal with? I don't like this place. Back to the panicking spitter. Safer down here, right? Oh, I wish I had some clue what direction to go. Let's just let these guys catch up, because I don't want to split up too much here, because I don't know what angle to worry about just yet. Hopefully they're not fleeing the scene and exiting to a new map. If that civilian hadn't been there, might have worked a bit nicer. Alright. One more quick look around up top. Alright. I do think it's probably worth it to try to make sure we bring that spitter home. Alright, well we got 4 doors plus the upstairs. I really don't like sending, like, 1 soldier per direction, though. There was some growling. That might have been the spitter trying to wake up. I don't know. Maybe that's the sound he wakes when he wakes up, but you step on his head. Alright, let's just have a peek in here. We found something! Easy! Probably a worm. There's still more. Well, I did say it was possible that this one worm had some friends over here. That's why we went here first. And that was it. Alright, not too bad. Couple wounds. We got... Blanket got his first kill. Sir Danny got his first kill. Leroy actually surviving, not wiping the squad. And back we go. So what I'll do is I'll let everyone go back to base. And we'll replace the wounded soldiers with fresh soldiers. And then we'll go back at it. Because we know there's more aliens next door to that building. It's not over yet. Right, so we got our first alive spitter. So we'll do that interrogation or whatever you want to call it. And a dead multi-worm. I don't know if I need it, but we'll hold on to it for now. One of everything looks good to me. Alright, I don't really want to waste too much time here. I'd like to wait till it says squad rearmed, but actually, we didn't really use any, we didn't use any grenades or anything, so we should be okay. Alright, let's re-equip. Yeah, we're definitely taking some damage here, no doubt about it. That's a good chance for some of the lower levels troops to get some chances. Let's bring Panda and Gus the Awful Part 2. That's another good squad. Alright, so that was at this building. That's where we just cleared. It's quite likely that most of the surroundings are also infested. So let's start here, see what happens. I'll save it first, just in case, because we don't know for sure, but we're pretty sure. I mean, it is Sanctuary Clinic, and we do know that they've got some level of infestation. Technocrats, I think, they only have the one building anyway, don't they? I think we learned that last time. I never remember what their symbol looks like. Technocrats, are they not happy with us? Oh yeah, we've got a few people that have moved down to unhappy. This will always happen with Transstellar. I really don't want them to get super angry at me too early. But I mean, the money is pretty tight right now. Synth Mesh, I don't think they do too much. The Gravball League, you know, it's probably okay if they're mad. And Technocrats, pretty expensive. I don't know what they'd really do. You could read about it. It's just like a political body, mostly. And then super unfriendly is serious. Alright. Ah, they've got money again. Looks like I've got work to do with them. Alright, so anyway, what I wanted to do is, of course, save it. Just in case this is a bad idea. I mean, I don't want to get everyone hostile immediately if I can help it. Oops. No? Well, that's why we saved it. I mean, this is exactly what it is, right? Like, so that was a Sanctuary Clinic building adjacent to where we knew there were aliens, and we knew that Sanctuary Clinic was infiltrated, but it was still not good enough. That's why I don't think you should get a relationship penalty for that, because all signs pointed to that being the right building. And unless you're psychic, there's no way you would know that, oh, it's this other Sanctuary Clinic building that you actually have to go to. Anyway, let's keep going. It's been a bit longer episode, maybe. We'll see how long this takes, but I'd like to get 2 done today. Because honestly, there's probably 2 more for tomorrow to clean this up before we can make some real progress on the actual timeline. I wish I could go a little bit quicker with these, but I don't want to lose soldiers, and these become a lot worse if you also lose soldiers on them. We already don't get much reward. Losing soldiers would just mean it costs even more. Alright, so hopefully that's the edge of the map. Yeah, it definitely is. So another kind of 2x2 kind of area. How many floors? Only 4 floors this time? There will be a staircase up to something over here, but not quite as huge of a map as the last one. These guys we're going to move manually, though. We got quite a lot of rooms in this place. I'm thinking 2 that way, and then 4 through the middle so we can support each other. If there's anything even down there, honestly, I don't even know. Okay, yeah, there's definitely another hallway. Alright, let's see what happens. I would be surprised if this map has the same number of aliens as the last map. Once alien is sighted is generally kind of like the maximum visibility. Earlier on, it's less likely that they'll be quite as large or quite as populous. This is also another map that I'm not really familiar with. Alright, that's a boring room. That just leads out front, so we don't really need to explore that way with this group. Alright, let's take a look at this hallway back here. That's the edge of the map. So these doors would just lead into a... If this was a larger map, this would just connect up to the next building beside it. That's one of the... I wouldn't say downsides, but when you're trying to do procedural generation, you have to have chunks that connect up to other chunks. And it means sometimes it looks a little bit silly when one chunk just leads off the map because you're at the border rather than a connecting point. But such is life. We're going to make a bit of a firing line here. I would almost guess that it's more likely that the squad picks up contacts. Also, people don't move when you're scrolling the screen around. The game is not advanced enough. Do 2 things at once. Alright, so... no rooms there. No immediate contacts. It's gonna be a bit of a hunt to find anything to kill here. Yeah, that's not gonna get us anywhere. Probably gonna end up shooting through some of these walls to save a little bit of time, but we'll see. Oh, we saw something. What do we got? Anthropod with... See, if you're paying attention, you can just look at a sprite. That's a disruptor gun. The brain sucker launcher is much bigger. Alright, I got 39 time units, medium distance, 52 time units. Alright, that's lots of time to kill this thing. Of course. You know what? I don't want to play that game. You're gonna hide behind a pillar that we could totally shoot through. There's no way that these bars would be full cover. Like, sure, if you were firing a machine gun, you'd probably hit some bullets we lost, but you know, that doesn't block your line of sight, or at least it shouldn't. So I got a plan. Let's put everyone out of line of sight. He'll have to run at us, and he'll run out of time units if he does that. And if he does, we will have a couple soldiers with some snapshots ready. I really don't think he would, though. Alright, these three will keep this direction covered, so we don't get flanked. It's possible he might escape that way, but most likely he'll just run around in a circle, and then next time we'll open the door and blow him up. And don't forget there's a spitter over there. Alright. Oh, he's not running around in a circle, he's charging! I should have switched these guys to more of an aim shot if I wanted them to actually hit him. I think I mentioned earlier in the series not to leave your machine gunners on Overwatch with a lot of time units on full auto, or whatever the most frequent shot is. I mean, it's fine, you'll hit them sometimes, that's not the problem. That was a surprise. How did we not see those? Where the heck did they come from? Didn't we have, like, pretty good vision through this window? Well, they pulled a bit of an ambush on us. With worms, of course. Oh, there's a... I actually saw the multi-worm up there. You know, if I just shot through that wall, I would have seen them. Like I was talking about. Stop shooting your friend in the back. Alright, well that helps. Overall, not a terrible end of turn. Just wasn't quite how I expected that to go. Okay. At least nobody's dead, right? If those had been brain suckers, that could have been GG for somebody. Alright. Looks like Greg, not Gray, that's Greg, took a little bit of damage, but that's not bad. Just blow it up. No time to mess around with multi-worms and hyper-worms. Alright. Someone's got to deal with this guy. I think that's a job. Actually, I should let one of the rookies do it if I can. I have no rookies. Never mind. You know what else we could do? Seeing as he's come up so close and friendly-like. We just do auto shot here. Bam. That'll be my alive anthropod. Just in case I didn't catch one already. I'm pretty sure I did. Alright, so we know that there is a multi-worm over there. Somewhere. Somewhere over there. Just trying to decide how the best way to do this would be. Oh, they didn't restock their ammo. I want someone with a stun grenade. Now, androids also being nice and strong tend to be pretty good at grenade throwing as well. Pretty accurate toss. Got him covered in smoke. Alright, let's take some shots, see if he falls asleep. Looks like we might have hit him like once. Maybe one more time. So, you know, Apollo Turtle, the captain, not putting on the greatest show for the rookies. Decided I don't care about this building nearly as much. Maybe as I should. Alright, you know what? I think if it hits, the armor piercing does do more damage than the high explosive. It's hard to tell if any of this is hitting. It's really hard to know. Well, we got one more character with kind of the time units to get in relatively close. And we'll let them try some armor piercing as well. Good luck, Sir Danny, another robot friend. The good news is we hit it. The bad news is I think it turned into worms. Yeah, it's not great. Yeah, it's definitely not great. No one's close enough to help. Well, you never know. Maybe they'll fall asleep in the gas on the way over. That is not likely to happen. Try not to miss. Well, we got one at least. I don't know if there's any other worms in the smoke. It's going to be bad for whoever's up front if there are still some worms alive. Also, I know there's a spitter in here somewhere. I don't even know. Oh, is that the way in the building? Is that a door? Do I have to go up the stairs, through the hallway, all the way to get into this building? That sounds like a waste of time. That's not how I want to do it. You'll see how I want to do it next turn. Alright, wish me luck. Nobody get their face eaten off. Oh, I bet you we killed the worms. We did fine. Enough smoke grenade and high explosive and you'll kill any worm. Blues, anti-worm treatment. Take a little bit closer look though, just to double check. Yeah, there's nothing there. Alright, so when you're tired of walking around the map, and I mean, there's some pros and cons here, make no mistake. But if you're tired of this wall, just oh, I killed my my arthropod. Aww. Lost sight of him already. Well, we know he's in there. Oh, that's a chrysalis up there. All right. Wait, what are you doing? What are you doing? Stop that! Did I not blow you a nice hole in the wall? I don't know why that guy decided to ignore my beautiful hole. That's the chrysalis again. I'm pretty sure there was a spitter here at some point. I don't know what happened to him. That's a lot of walking around when I assumed we'd just go through that. What I realize now is a window. Yeah, I'm getting a little bit, maybe ballsy is the word here, but I don't think there's very many aliens left. Maybe you can enter that. Oh, there is a door. And look! We found it! Wow, that was some good reactions. Not good enough! Alright, good shot. Good shooting there! That was our robot pal. Alright, well, we're done. Not bad. Well, I think, honestly, I'm pretty sure in between episodes I'm just going to clear out the rest of them. Just because I don't want to spend any more episodes just messing around, clearing up my own mistakes. We've done one Sanctuary Clinic and one Technocrats, but there's definitely Nutravend, which it's probably this one. And it could be that Transstellar too, you never know. So let's just find out where they are, and if there's like 5 left, I'm just going to do them off camera. I think. I know some people will appreciate it and some people will not appreciate it, but I also think overall it will help the Let's Play by Keeping the progress up. Alright, this one had nothing. That's fine. This one I'm almost certain will have enemies. Yeah, that's what we figured. We figured Nutrivent had to have enemies. I will probably just off-camera this one, although for now I'm just going to reload. See, the point is, it's going to be very much the same as last time. There'll be a couple arthropods, couple chrysalises, and probably not a whole lot else. And I don't know. I don't know how I feel. Maybe I won't. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. Alright, so we've cleared this building, there's nothing there, something there. That might be all there is. If there's just one left, maybe I won't be so picky. I mostly just didn't want to spend an entire episode, another entire episode, without making any actual progress. Oops, oops, oops. Wish it didn't scroll quite so fast. Alright, looks like maybe it's just the one building left. Unless there's another, like, Nutriven somewhere else that we should check out. They are not mad at me. Oh yeah, look at that. We're allied with Megapole already. And, oh, Nutrivend actually likes us. Well, that's nice. It could be one of these other buildings, because they did have a lot of infiltration. That seems like that might be more than one building to me, but I don't know how the aliens would have gotten to any of these. I'll check them out. Just for you guys, I'll check them out. We're not going to be friends for much longer for this episode. Apparently they hate it when XCOM stops by and looks for aliens. If someone could make a mod, it'd just be a mod that would take that away. Instead of being mad at you for checking their building for aliens, they should be, like, grateful. Maybe they'd get ungrateful if you did it repetitively over and over again and kept finding nothing. But, like, one checkup with no aliens shouldn't be like, oh, that's it, I hate you forever now. Any other Nutrivens around here? Yeah, look at that, all the way, well, at least to neutral. Now I can't find them half as easy. Did they go already to hostile? No. Just somewhere in the mix of neutral. I'm sure you guys like recognize it. It's just a little V insignia. Well, they only have one more building, so we'll check it out. Well, Nutrivent, I don't know, this is part of my concern, is like I don't understand this chart very well. They only had one building infiltrated, and it was much higher than Sanctuary Clinic, who had just a tiny little tick, or the Technocrats, who also only had one building infiltrated. Like, I guess maybe my issue is I just don't know how to really read that graph very well. Anyway, we cleared out the Technocrats today, we cleared out Sanctuary Clinic today. Because Nutrivend is so much higher, maybe this means it will be a really infested shopping mall. So I guess I will show it on camera next time, even though I threatened to maybe not. Yeah, it's probably fine. One more will be okay. If I ever get one of these situations where I really have to do like 8 or 9 or 10 in a row, I'll probably be willing to cut some of the footage out just so that we can make some more actual game progress. You know, there's stuff to do that you guys would, I'm sure, prefer seeing new weapons and stuff. Not that we're in a rush. I feel like, not to get on a big rant, but I feel like one of the negatives for XCOM Apocalypse is in the first month or so, the first few weeks, you can really get bogged down by these because your interceptors aren't really good enough to shoot the aliens down quickly, so they get a lot of infiltrations, and you, especially if you're new at the game, you don't know how to nip these in the bud, so you end up, I feel like it kind of gets bogged down, where a lot of the times early in the game, before you really have much to research or much tech to build or anything interesting, I feel, you get stuck in these sort of grudge matches with machine guns and autocannons. So I feel like the early game is a bit of a crunch. Once we get towards the mid game, not only will we have more options of dealing with UFOs, and we'll have more weapons and stuff, which kind of vary the gameplay up a little bit, the aliens won't always be trying to infiltrate. Sometimes they'll be trying to bomb us, or attack our headquarters, or other things. But early on, I find that most of the missions are infiltration, so almost every day or two of game time, the aliens will drop off somewhere. It's almost impossible to completely stop it, so someone's going to get dropped off. If you don't catch it, and even if you do catch it sometimes, they spread so fast that you end up doing all these extra missions, and it just... I mean, I know I'm rambling a little bit, but it feels like it stretches things on a little bit more than I'd prefer. And that's all. That's all I want to say about it for now. So anyway, I'll end the episode here. Next time, we'll clean out Nutravent. Hopefully it won't take too long. And then we'll start progressing time again. And, you know, I guess, like, I like the base management stuff. Tactical missions are fun and all, but I like progress. I like getting new tech and building new stuff. And if it's always just the same group doing the same thing and basically the same buildings, it gets stale fairly quick. So that's all. Anyway, thanks for watching, folks. Thanks for listening to me talk. And I will see you next time for the shopping mall.